Thank you again. Let's begin with our question and answer session. Sexual harassment has emerged as an important generator of stress in the workplace. Do you think the enactment of strict laws and enforcement will be enough to prevent the growth of this phenomenon?
I think clear workplace laws and regulations are important, but education and cultural sensitivity are, to me, the most important deterrent of this behavior, which unfortunately is many times seen all the way to the highest hierarchical levels of organizations and institutions.
If stress is seen as a permanent condition of our species, can we assume that economic and social hardship are factors that aggravate this phenomenon?
Yeah, but cultural and religious values are also important. Countries that are highly competitive and have a Protestant work ethic, like the U.S., develop higher levels of stress, particularly in the workplace, than other countries such as Nepal. But generational differences are also important.
You reminded us that communication competence is the perception that a person's communication is both appropriate and effective. This is a key to preventing organizational stress. Are schools and universities doing enough to educate and train us in this important competence?
I don't think so. For sure, this is a competence that must be elevated to a higher priority in our educational systems around the world. There are some university programs addressing this issue. I invite you to visit the San Diego Global Knowledge University, www.sdgku.com, to review its global competency certification programs, available online in English and Spanish. They all include a strong communication competence component.
Are information technologies and social networks major generators of stress in the workplace all over the world?
Our new networked globalized environment itself is undoubtedly a source of stress around the world, as it tends to generate anxiety, information overload, and social awareness of the inequities of the world we all share. But the key is to learn to manage this stress with the appropriate personal, organizational, and community strategies, given that globalization and the proliferation of new information technologies are processes that will only get more intense in the coming decades worldwide.
Time management has been mentioned as an important strategy for reducing stress. What is your perspective?
Without doubt, effective leaders must be effective time managers, and this is important at all levels. I must mention here that cultures and religions also have an important impact in our time perspective, and thus some societies and regions of the world tend to be more forward time concerned than others that tend to celebrate their history and traditions much more than others.